This is the Brick Commentary Central. You're listening to the BCC Podcast. It is Monday, June 20th of 2021, and you're listening to episode 313 of the BCC Podcast. I'm LQ. Joining me today is Mace and Ford. Yeah, we almost did not make it tonight. A lot of people are out tonight. Yeah, it's been 3 weeks, so... And it's been a week since I've seen you now, and almost a week since I've seen Mace. Yeah. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, we were down south for Leo's wedding last week. Feels like longer than last week at this point. I guess because we left basically at the beginning of the week, so basically 2 weeks ago at this point. And now we are back. This year we did not miss any podcasts for our vacation, so that's good. Maybe we'll actually have a full 52 this year. Yeah, but we did record another one.
Bit to realize that.
Oh, I forgot to unmute you guys. Oh, you didn't say too much so far, but joining me here is Mace.
Hello,
and
everybody.
Ford.
Hello.
Yeah, it has been 3 weeks since we've done this last.
Yes, it has been 3 weeks since we've done this, as evidenced by you not unmuting us.
I do have that on the checklist. I had just not gotten
had a whole
the
had
after
a whole
the podcast
conversation
part starts section.
Had a whole conversation live, and they could only hear one side of it.
Well, I
and
noticed
it was a
pretty
nice
quickly.
conversation.
At least it's only 2 minutes in, so
Yeah, that was good. A lot of stuff happened last week.
Mostly on one day.
Yeah.
I think some other stuff might have happened before that, but at this point I have forgotten. So LegoCon did happen, and I watched basically the whole thing.
Was it terrible?
Not as terrible as I was expecting. I assume neither of you watched it.
No. I have not seen it.
No,
I don't watch those things.
I was working too.
I was also working.
But I did watch it, and it was okay. First impressions, it was way too long. It was like 3 hours long. What the heck? That was a loud car.
Podcasting on the road? Wow.
But no, I was yeah, I was listening to it. I kind of completely zoned out by then because it was about 3 hours long, I think. If I'm remembering correctly, yes, because it started at noon. I think it ended at 3. Maybe it ended at 2. I'll double check on Lego's YouTube channel.
Yeah, I kind of got soured by the whole like online reveals convention type thing because of PulseCon.
Okay,
you know
it was at 2.5 hours. At least that's what the recorded version is.
Okay, yeah. You see, the difference is like you thought that was long. PulseCon, which is them just kind of just saying like, oh, we're just going to reveal a bunch of stuff that you're going to have to order now, and if you don't, then you can't get it for another like 3 years.
Yeah, most everything Lego revealed is like out within the next month.
Yeah, but the difference is PulseCon takes like 3 days. 3 days.
Now, I'm not against online events at all, but for one, don't call them conventions because that's not what a convention is. Call them just a stream or announcement, something like Nintendo Directs aren't called like Nintendo Con.
Now, my one gripe with PulseCon is that it's staffed with people who have no idea what they're doing. Did it at least seem like the people who were presenting at LegoCon were at least aware of what they were presenting?
It did seem like they knew about Lego at least.
Well, that's
I don't
good.
think they knew about how
that's
to
all
be
I
presenters.
asked for. Yeah.
One of the guys said, one of the guys that was on it was a cast member from the show Community, which I hadn't seen, so
I haven't seen that show either. So That's lost on me.
Mace, have you seen Community?
I actually have.
And here, if I was to link you the presentation, could you confirm if this guy's an actor on it?
Yeah, I know who it is. It's the main character guy.
Okay. For an actor, though, he seemed incredibly uncomfortable much of the time.
He hasn't had a lot of walk, from what I know.
He introduced himself as being from Spy Kids 4.
Exactly.
There was a Spy Kids 4?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone hated it.
Okay, well, okay. I'm not even going to ask when it happened then.
I feel like it happened around Bionicle G2 time.
I think that's about right.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But why? Just why?
Well, I can't answer that portion of it. Was it actually 2011? So it was earlier than I thought.
2011?
Wow.
I thought it was later than that, but I guess not.
So they decided to make a fourth one after what, like 6-7 years of not making one.
That's actually not as long comparatively.
Yeah, but by then the kids are grown up.
Well, there's different kids
recast.
this time.
Did they at least get Stallone back?
He was only in one movie.
And he shouldn't have been.
Did they get Antonio
Banderas
back?
I don't think.
Did they get anybody back?
The original kids are in there.
They are?
Mm-hmm.
How old were they?
They're fairly old now. Let's see how old the guy who played Junie was. He's 30 now, so he would have been. Since this is actually 11 years ago now, so
he would have been like 19.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's amazing. He looks exactly like you'd remember him.
I remember seeing him on oh god, what's the show called? The one with Selena Gomez.
Wizards?
Yeah, he was on that show.
Was he?
Yeah.
And
he looked the exact same, yeah. He's in a few episodes of it, at least.
Let me see if I can find...
The ones that I remember seeing him in anyway.
Oh my goodness, I did not realize that was him. He was the other wizard kid.
Okay.
He was a fair bit older than in Spy Kids at that point.
But he was still recognizable. It's the hair.
He had much darker hair than in Spy Kids, though. I did not realize that was
you
him.
You don't see curly hair a lot in Hollywood, it seems.
No, but Junie was a redhead, so... Yeah, I did not realize that was him. Huh. But this other guy... And wait, Mace, what was the actor's name? Do you remember?
Shoot, I think it was Jeff something.
Okay, we'll call him Jeff.
No, Jeff is his character name in the show. Never mind.
Alright, well, that's the only name we have, so we'll still call him Jeff.
Okay, Jeff.
Him and this other woman, yeah, they did the majority. They had a lot of filler. Like, way too much
Wait, are we still talking about the movie or the show?
No, we're talking about LegoCon.
Oh, LegoCon. Okay, right. Yeah, the topic of the day.
So, I should have prepared some actual pictures from the presentation itself, but I didn't because...
Yeah, I just don't think that these reveal convention things really work.
No, they definitely do, because Nintendo does them all the time, and they're perfect.
Well, I feel like for a visual medium, yes, they would work, but I think for
Lego is a visual medium.
But I just think that for like product reveals, it doesn't really work as well as just the press release.
It could work.
It could, but it's just these companies haven't been able to crack the code of it yet.
Now, I will say, for as flawed as I think this was, immensely improved over last year. Like, no question about it, because last year had no value whatsoever.
I honestly forgot it even happened last year.
Because there were no products last year. I feel like the main thing, didn't they announce that they were going to produce official lighting kits, and they never did?
Yeah. So they said they were going to do lighting kits. They never did, and then people thought that this was going to be the lighting kits because of the logo of it, because all neon.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then it's like,
that's
oh,
right,
actually,
that's
no,
right.
it's a Lego Con. And then they were like, oh, yeah, we're going to reveal a new wave of products. And it was just the Star Wars wave for that year. And it's like everybody had already seen it. I think it had already been
Yeah.
officially revealed anyway. Like,
Now, there was actually even some stuff this time that had not leaked previously. Not a lot. And
but
the
it
other things
was
had leaked in like the
meaningful.
last 3 days.
I think even it made it more meaningful that it wasn't leaked, which, you know, the effect that you want.
So that stuff was all good. Now, the entire thing could have been a half hour, though. And that would have been much better.
With the amount of stuff that they revealed,
They
and
tried
it
to do
being
this stuff.
a reveal stream, it didn't do that
They
much.
tried to do this stuff like with the build challenges and all, and like they had what they claimed was a live Lego Master thing. I am 100% sure none of this was live whatsoever. No. For example, when you watch live TV, like live network TV, it's not live. Like when you watch the live evening news, it's not live.
No.
It's pre-recorded. Just usually pre-recorded a few hours before. This was definitely pre-recorded several weeks ago. And so I really don't believe that the Lego Master thing was even recent, honestly. So
I mean, yeah, usually they record that kind of stuff in advance anyway. So of course I haven't seen Lego Masters, so I wouldn't know.
I mean, I really should at some point, because I actually know people who know people that were on Lego Masters, and I feel like...
Oh, yeah, me too.
I feel like if I ever do run into these people, they're like, oh, there's some Lego Masters, like, hey, I have not seen that. Despite, like, you know, devoting 30% of my life to Lego.
Aren't the episodes on, like, Hulu or
they
something
are
like
all
that?
on Hulu. They're,
Okay,
they're easily accessible.
I'll have to look for it.
I watched, like, the first 3 or so, and I fell off. You know, I just don't watch a ton of TV.
Yeah, I mean, I got Hulu recently. I say recently, it was like a month ago. And I'm liking the stuff that's on there. A lot of variety. A lot more variety than these other services, anyway. So
the thing with Hulu is it focuses mainly on TV, so that's a good one if you want TV shows.
Yeah, I want that. I need to get back into Lost. I really need to get back into Lost.
We haven't gotten much further than you at this point because, you know, you've been with us that whole time.
I'm gonna have to, I'm just gonna have to start season 3 over again, because I don't remember what's going on. It's been too long. I say it's been too long. It's been a month.
Yeah,
whatever.
And as far as the other things in the conference go, there's some like really cringy jokes. They had this running joke, which I feel like on paper should have been funny, where wait, what was it? Was it Jeff?
Yeah, that's what we're calling.
Yeah, the man who we called Jeff kept saying, "Don't ask me out Lego Dimensions because it's not coming back." I feel like on paper that could have been a funny joke, but
that could have been funny like 4 years ago.
I feel like they came out of nowhere though, and there's no, maybe if they like brought up during the video game segment.
He was the main tutorial character's voice in Lego Dimensions.
I figured he was something there. Okay, that makes more sense. But maybe like, I don't. It just felt like the timing
original character
was off. You know, the timing was off for the joke was the problem.
Could have also opened with his involvement as that character before going back to that.
They might have, and I might have missed it, but it just didn't land for me. And I feel like it should have. Like, I feel like a lot of the writing actually wasn't that bad, and it definitely wasn't like the cringiest I've ever seen people be with stuff. But they did not seem like they're. It's not like, you know, Will Arnett in Lego Masters does a great job of actually being a host. And it blows all these people out of the water, obviously.
Yes, but Will Arnett is funny.
I know. Well, apparently Jeff should be funny, according to his resume.
Modern comedians are not funny.
Only half of Community was good.
Oof.
Only the first 3 seasons were good. The last 3 were pretty bad.
Okay.
Like, bad. So, yeah.
But, yeah.
He was never one of the funny characters. He was the leading man.
Yeah, some of the jokes just felt really forced, and it just had this whole not natural tone to it. I feel like that was made worse by making them fill time so much instead of just getting to the product.
Was there any mention of Lego's best-selling line of 2002?
No, none whatsoever. Not even an illusion. Not
that
one
sucks.
Small bit. It got what it deserved. The community got what it deserved. Okay.
It did, but it still stings just a little bit. Just a bit.
Space
and
anyway, Castle,
I will say, though, Space and Castle, they also got what they deserved. I gotta say,
Yeah, they
really
did.
did. And
So apparently the space set is not supposed to be part of that poll, even though space was on the results. And
oh,
also
come on, it totally is.
the castle set, though, I believe they said they've been designing for 9 years. So also, the poll was a sham.
Of course it was.
I'm not exactly surprised. Because anyone could have predicted those results, but why do the poll at that point?
Did they reveal the results?
They said castle won.
Did they reveal the complete results?
Numbers? No, because they already revealed the ones that got the highest numbers before, and they said we're going to.
So you're saying that they say Castle won?
Castle won. We've seen the Castle fans in action. Don't even
yes,
question it.
I know it won. But do they have the receipts? I'm just kidding.
And yeah, I don't think they're even required. I'm sure in the fine print of that they say that LEGO reserves all rights to do whatever
they said that they
want.
could do whatever they wanted, and they did. We all knew it was going to be Castle.
I feel like we actually might have gotten a Bionicle anniversary set if
the
it didn't go so bad with the
terrible
AFOL design program.
Yeah, a bird outsold it.
Yeah,
a bird.
I don't think
Not
it'd be
just
I
any
think
bird.
I would just think
cockapoo.
it'd probably be like a gift with purchase or something. It wouldn't have won one, but I feel like it probably would have gotten something still.
That would have been nice. That would have been nice. Yeah. But this is pretty cool. I like it. Nice big castle.
No, it's a very nice castle, actually. Had you seen this yet, Mace?
Oh, yeah. It looks quite nice.
Now, it is $400. Actually, I'm surprised. We're going to talk about prices another day, because that's a big subject. A lot of these sets that are revealed seem fine as far as price goes. This is $400.
Just the big ones. Well, some of the big ones.
But, you know, that's the thing, is the sets that are priced badly, we've seen others, have been the larger ones.
Yeah.
So...
Like, I know we're going to get to it, but, like, keep in mind, the Sanctum Sanctorum, that was originally supposed to be priced at $210. Now it's $250.
I don't know what that leak was about, because that isn't a price point anything has ever had. I think that was just a bad intel.
I think so. This is actually 4,500 pieces. Again, that doesn't mean it's great historically, but with inflation and everything, I think 400 is a decent deal, fair.
Though. Yeah, that's fair. It's still within the margin of, like,
will pay for it.
10
also,
less,
this is such a nice box for an 18+ set.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why can't they just do nice boxes for other things?
Right?
I honestly think everything, like, I'd be fine going back to the yellow box aesthetic for LEGO. I think
how about the 2004 blue boxes?
Too soon.
Too soon?
Too soon. That just feels dated.
Okay. Go back to yellow. That's not dated.
Yellow is vintage. Now it's cool.
But vintage means dated.
No, not the same thing.
What?
Back me up here, Mace.
Vintage it literally means old but cool, whereas dated just means old and lame. They are both old, but they are the
What you got against blue?
Yeah, it was ugly.
It was far too pale a blue for me.
I like blue. It's my favorite color.
Yeah, and I'm not saying blue in itself is bad. I'm not, like, racist against blue. We'll get to that later.
Racist against blue?
But no, it just.
This is why he doesn't like the Blue Man Group,
I actually
folks.
don't like yellow generally, but I like this box.
This is why you don't like the Blue Man Group?
I've never seen the Blue Man Group.
But
I've never quite understood the concept either.
I mean, I don't get it either, but it is a cultural staple in some.
Yeah, but capacity. The Blue Man Group is currently dated.
That's true also.
Oh, man. Whatever. Castles. Yes, they're very nice.
I mean, yeah, obviously I'm not a castle guy, so I don't have a ton to say about this, and LEGO is so expensive now I can't even think about buying themes I'm not into, but...
Yeah. I will never in my lifetime be able to afford this. I mean, and it's the same price as the Diagon Alley, which also really stings. You know?
Yeah. But, I mean... If I could
maybe someday.
technically get this, I just have to choose over other LEGO sets, and I'd rather get the overpriced wave of Ninjago crystallized first.
Yeah, because you like Ninjago. But
Mhm.
like, I feel like I would get this if I were a really big castle guy, but I'm not. But I like castles. Castles are cool. I mean, I like Nexo. That was pretty cool.
Well, this is
Uh,
pretty
but
cool.
like
They're
that's
making
a-
Nexo nice.
But that's a very charitable castle thing.
I don't know
right?
why there's no
This
king,
is a real castle.
though.
No, yes, that's the thing that really bugs me with this. It's just like, why no king?
They have the
when-
wizard guy from that one
Yeah.
Lego CD game back in the
who
day.
doesn't have any printing on his
Because he's
on
supposed
him
to be
at
a
all.
callback figure.
That's stupid.
No, that's fine.
But you have the printing. You have a way that you can print it.
I mean, you
I don't
know,
know. Put some definition on there. It's a $400 set. I want quality. That doesn't.
I don't think this
scream
is
quality
not
to me.
quality. I think it's just they wanted it to be call back more to the original, so they didn't put any printing on him.
I don't
The
know.
people who like this kind of castle, they're vintage enthusiasts. So he's done it in
I'll
a
give you
vintage
that.
way.
I'll give you that.
I see the
do
trophy
like-
in brown in here, and that's cool. Also, the
Mhm.
Robin Hood hat in blue. Have we ever gotten that?
Doubt it.
Yes,
We have? When?
we got it this year with the CMF of the was it the lute or the lyre player?
Huh, okay.
Yeah. I actually have that one. I do like that it gives you options for display. Like you
Mhm.
have this sort of like complete tower look, and then you have the splayed out look that still looks pretty complete. I like those options.
I like four walls on buildings. This has been established. Also, the roof on that little hut in the middle of the castle is infinitely better than they did with the blacksmith shop.
Right?
Like, that is way...
Like they are capable of this stuff. It's just, when they decide to do it. And I mean, this is definitely a set you want to get right. And they've gotten it right.
Yeah,
So,
that actually makes a much
props to
better
them.
roof aesthetic.
Also, I do like that they include the Black Falcons. That's great.
I'm not too surprised because we just saw them recently.
Well, yeah, but you got to have the opposing faction so you can, do battle in the box, especially when you're paying $400 for it. Right?
Yeah, I've never been huge in Battle in the Box.
You buy Ninjago.
Yeah, not for the Battle in the Box. I buy it for the lore.
Aren't
Agreed.
villains part of the lore?
Not as much these days.
Yeah.
I mean, villains
You
don't get sets. So you really only get them in the hero sets, but I'm an advocate for villain sets, personally. So I don't need Battle in a Box. I'd
Well,
rather
I mean,
have
hey,
villain sets.
Crystal King, baby.
Yo, yeah,
Crystal
that's
King.
probably the first set I'm buying.
I want that
Like
set.
Castle fans, I am following their lead. I'm gonna buy the sets that I like. You'd think this would be obvious to tell the Bionicle community.
Right?
I bought 2.
2 sets?
Yeah.
Oh, the Bionicle set, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought 1. You're just a better Bionicle fan than me. You're a better
And
Bionicle
most of the
fan.
community.
Yeah, most of not a high bar.
It really isn't, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, I won the G2 box.
Yeah, but you didn't put any money towards it.
I didn't have to. I knew my stuff.
Yeah, you're like all the other Bionicle fans, I think, just because they know lore, they're fans rather than paying for stuff. We all know it's in the end, it's about money. Bionicle is about money.
Do you have a complete Glatorian collection?
No, but
No, I didn't think so.
No, because they all break.
the Glatorian are actually
If you
pretty
let
cool.
them,
I like them, but
they are great sets.
But
They're
they all
nice color
break.
variety. Well, if you let them. I have a pretty much like almost mint version of a car because the person who had it previously never took apart the base. So I just parted it out and got the rest of it. He's
I
a great figure.
I mean, I have all the Anika, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
I have
That's
all
a
the
good one.
Baraki, so
I want to get all the Braki. I forget which one. I think I'm missing Prydeck and what's the blue one?
Takedox.
Takedox.
Yeah, I think I'm mainly missing those two. And actually, I don't think I have. Is it Karpara or Karapar?
Carapar.
Karapar. Okay, I don't
I
think
wouldn't.
I have him either. My
I don't
brother
know
had
why,
him.
but like I've been recently wanting to find Gadunka because like I
My
have
brother
the
had
other.
Gadunka.
Yeah, like because I have the other two Titans from 2007. Yeah, the main ones anyway. But that's the only one I'm missing. So, not even gonna try with the 2008 stuff. That's just there's way too much going on that year.
Is that the Fantoka Nika? Or
Yeah.
Fantoka Mystica? I need to get the last vehicle for that.
I mean,
I have all of them except for the largest one.
I mean, a white whale of mine is Takanuva from that year.
My brother
Yeah,
had that
the
one.
big one. Like, yeah,
Hmm. But
it's so expensive.
I put any non-Ninjago Lego dreams on hold right now.
Yeah,
Someday
yeah.
I'll go back. You know, the good thing about this, I don't know how this stuff actually works with the economy, but I have a feeling secondhand market probably is going to drop the less money people have. So we might see a bit of a reset with stuff like Lego and video games.
Yeah,
there.
I've kind of been waiting for that bubble to burst. You know, like all the other ones.
It only works for you though if you have money set aside for when it does.
Yeah, well, that's the name of the game, and I'm trying to get back into shape with that. So, yeah,
Let's move on here from the castle because I don't think we have much more to say about that.
like who needs castle when you have space?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah,
And I gotta say, like, this set is
looking like the original.
not even just that, but so much better.
Well, yeah, I would hope
Like,
so.
I kind of want this. Like, the more I look at it, I'm just like, yes, proper ship.
Maybe for people that like the classic space aesthetic, I can see. I'm just not into that aesthetic, you know.
It's not on screen yet.
I know,
Okay.
I'm trying.
The image, it's too big.
No, actually, it is.
There's
huge.
There's too much spaceship, guys.
No, seriously,
too
like
much.
it is. So I'm having to size it way down in OBS.
I'm looking at you do it, and you're just like,
There we go. So yeah, they said they made this bigger so it actually like scale up with people who grew up with it, and it would feel just as big as they remember it. Which
I mean,
is
looking
cool.
at like the side by side with like the model human that they have there, it's just like, geez, like that is a real $100 set right there, to me at least.
Is that all it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah. I mean, 1,200 parts. Yeah.
4 minifigures, and that's pretty cool. I
would
do wish
I
they
have
would have
liked-
included a new color of Spaceman though, because I like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they're sticking with like the, the base color scheme, I guess.
I want a gold
But this is
Spaceman.
I'm surprised I haven't done a gold one yet. I think like it's just weird for me because ever since I got
real
the
quick, though, classically we have the black and the white, and the red and the blue and the yellow, right?
Yes,
And then since then we got the green one.
With the exosuit, which I was going to get to, yeah.
We got the orange one, which didn't that come with Lego Universe?
It was no Lego Universe had like the Lego Universe logo on him.
Okay, but it's still like the
but there
helmet, right?
there was an orange spaceman that was included with a book, I think.
That's right.
Yeah.
We got the pink one from the Benny Space Squad. I still have that set
Yes.
unopened under my bed somewhere.
Oh man.
It'll be worth a lot of money one day.
I'm not so sure because there's a lot of them made and it was cheap, so people bought a
Yeah,
lot. So there's a lot out there.
I've been finding
That's a good
them
point.
on Bricklink for like $15-20 a pop, which is not bad.
And 80s people can't stay in power forever.
I mean, the Spaceman
but
will
I feel
always be
like
classic Lego, but
If I could
For
get
sure.
this, I would just to pair it with the exosuit. You know,
yeah.
like that. This is
Has there been a
proper,
purple
proper
spaceman?
stuff.
Don't think so.
I want a
I'm
purple
surprised
one.
I haven't done one yet. Yeah, because I feel like the reintroduction of these sets really opens up avenues where you could just keep doing some classic stuff on the side. Like just do it
Yeah.
in Creator. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm not sure if these sell really well. Maybe they will, but they also probably
Oh,
don't want to let
they-
the novelty die out.
They will sell very well. It's no doubt in my mind.
I'm sure the castle will. I am actually wondering how big. I don't think Classic Space would. I think this one will sell well. I don't think if they consistently did Classic Space stuff, it would sell as well.
Yeah, because like this is the Classic Space set, right? Like you can't follow this up with something that's even more iconic. This is the icon.
I can't wait till we're old enough to pander to with nostalgia.
They'll
That'll
never
be
do
fun.
that. Yeah, they'll never do that. We're Bionicle fans. They'll never do that.
No.
Yeah, I don't think he means in terms of Bionicle.
Oh,
my
right.
words. There
But they
will
already-
someday be Bionicle sets that are pandering to us as adults.
Okay, but they also already did Ninjago Legacy.
That wasn't pandering. That was actually for new people.
Not sure they did get me with that one. Who knows? Maybe someday.
But
Oh,
no,
surely someday.
yeah, they're gonna pander. We already see this with some stuff. Like, I'm thinking about a lot like how Nintendo has just gotten up to the N64 nostalgia pandering.
Mm.
Someday they're gonna have to get. We're like the GameCube Wii generation, and the same goes for Lego. You know, someday once we're in our 30s and we all have money, then they're gonna pander to us.
No, get this. 100 years of play. Okay, Bionicle sets like all over the place.
Now that the thing is,
Maybe.
that's all going to depend on Lego keeping itself as a corporation afloat.
True.
And if they, actually, it would be very easy if they'd actually figure out how to create a more efficient process for plastic molding and injections, and then they could easily make new molds to release 100th anniversary Bionicle sets. But Lego is not investing into that, as we all know. Lego is investing into ways to make our products more expensive. Though,
Yep.
they are opening up a factory in America, and I can't help but support that.
Kind of a bad time to do that, isn't it?
No, it's the perfect time.
I mean, considering how long it would take to build,
Things
and
said
by the time,
up in
by the time it's
2024.
done, by the time it's done, maybe we'll see a return. But
That's the thing with how economies work is you can't just not do things when the economy's bad, or you're not going to be in a proper position when it starts back up.
it's just I don't think anybody really knows how bad it's going to be yet.
They never do. That's why you can't just wait for the right time for anything. You just got to go do stuff.
Yeah,
But
that's what we're doing.
we'll be in our 30s at that point, so maybe Lego will pander to us and they'll do something. I'm sure for the 100th anniversary there'll be something Bionicle. We'll see what it is.
There
maybe
better be.
Maybe the rest of the community, the toxic part, will die off at that point. And like all the
No.
people who just weren't paying
No.
attention during the idea. No, they're gonna die off.
The terminally online people will never die.
They will. It's inevitable.
I don't know. I'm
They can't
slightly more
sustain
black-pilled on
themselves.
this question than you.
No, you always do that.
This is true.
No, like anything that toxic cannot sustain itself.
Eventually,
Yeah, I know.
everyone has
It'll
to touch crap.
implode. I'm sure
Even
it
like
will.
I feel like that's actually happened with Star Wars at this point. Is like the
Oh.
toxic
Yes.
part of it is just gone at this point because people just
But, like-
stopped caring.
Yeah, like who cares about Star Wars anymore?
I've been watching Obi-Wan. It's pretty good.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that, and we're gonna move on.
You haven't
But
even
it is
seen it.
pretty good.
I have seen it. I saw the first 2 episodes. It was awful.
You're jaded.
I am very jaded. Yes.
So, moving on. So we got to cover the classics. There's some other stuff here. There's some bits of art, Minecraft. This Soccer Go Brick Me set, which I don't remember being revealed in the stream. But apparently it was, and I guess I must have blacked out. So,
Lucky.
yeah,
I
there
don't know,
are
man.
2 major things we want to make sure we cover before the end here, and we're already halfway through. Want to start with Doctor Strange or Avatar?
Avatar.
Avatar.
All right. Now, there's actually a lot here. This did leak a while before the convention, and someone
Yes,
was
it did.
mad.
Well, they leaked and then they revealed it anyway, and then they decided, well, we're just gonna put it on their stream anyway.
No, I
'cause
don't
why
think
not?
they didn't. Lego did not technically reveal it. It's usually the deal is if a retailer has the images out, they're allowed to put out the press release.
Hmm.
But James Cameron threw a fit from the sound of it, and
Oh, I bet. I bet.
so then they
Wait,
started.
James Cameron himself, like the man himself?
Probably. What else has James Cameron been doing for the last 13 years?
Got me there.
Now, okay, but everything aside, again, if anyone's ever listened to this, no, I'm not a huge Avatar fan. I think it actually kind of sucks.
Are there Avatar fans
I don't
out
think so.
there?
I really don't think
Yeah.
so.
Like,
I mean, I think Orion likes to look at. I didn't think it was that pretty. Even I just saw it on
No,
Blu-ray though.
I remember watching this in the theaters, thinking like Revenge of the Sith looked better than this.
I mean, I'm sure there's some people, and if you enjoy it,
Unironically.
that's fine. Actually, but it does actually make a pretty nice Lego set.
Yeah, that tree, man.
It is a nice tree.
That's a really nice looking tree. Like that, I want to put that in place of the tree that's in Ninjago City Gardens.
Mm.
That
That would be hard.
It would be hard, but it would look really good. I mean, imagine or no, same Ninjago City Gardens, but put it where that little island, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like put it there, and just like have it
You're
like
gonna
shimmer
replace
on the
Zane
water.
with a tree?
Not Zane. No, not that one. The little one with the bonsai tree on it.
I believe there's only one island in the gardens, and that's the one that Zane's on.
No, there's another one. You must have missed it.
In that case, it's way too small for this.
It's got a rock.
Okay,
That's
I think I know what you're talking about. Then that's way too small.
I can make it work.
I
think this would be cool. Yeah, the tree looks cool.
The dragon is cool.
Yeah, that's interesting. The horse is a thing. I do think it took me a while to realize this, but they have like the little like plug-in, things on the hair thing going on these.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the minifigures. We gotta talk about those.
They're
So I'm very happy that the long arm and legs are coming back from Woody. Back in the first Toy Story run, I always thought those were cool, and they could have been used in other things, but they never were, and they didn't come back with a Toy Story comeback.
Okay, now that you've done this, give me Groot.
Yes. We need Groot with these.
Give me Groot.
That's a very obvious thing we need with these is Groot.
I mean, they should have done with this with Groot, like back in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much easier than just doing a brick built thing that nobody liked.
Oh yeah, brick built Groot. Weird.
Yeah.
He was proportionate to the Lego rocket, though.
True, but not everyone else.
That is true.
The rocket's always going to be out of proportion.
But now that we've gotten 2 Lego minifigure Groots, it's not so weird anymore.
Yes, and you could just make him taller. Just do this. You should have done it like 10 years ago. Come on.
You see in the upper right quadrant of the set with the floating rock that has some pieces on it, that looks like that's supposed to connect to another set.
From what image are you looking at?
Pull up the render.
Floating rock structure.
Yeah. Are you looking at the box image or?
I was looking at the website.
Okay, I think I see which one you're looking at.
Yeah, it's not really in the box image. Yeah.
The website one with it on the table.
I'm wondering if that's supposed to connect to another set though, or if it's
I see.
To hold like the dragon so it can look like it's flying.
Yeah, so you'll see that it has an axle on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you look at the thing, it has like a bunch of Technic axle port, like right sort of at like the sort of abdominal area. Ugh.
Yeah, if you check the back of the box, it shows the dragon connecting to it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's fun.
Cool.
But going back to the minifigures for a moment, so I like the long arms and long legs. That's cool, but we did not need Jack Stone heads.
No, we did not.
I don't really get the comparison. I mean, I get it. I understand. But
it's the chins.
I just don't. I don't.
I really cannot tell which character is which, but I don't remember any of their names.
Who goes into Avatar looking for characters?
But yeah, normal minifigure heads would have worked perfectly fine with this. So why create an entirely new mold? Did James Cameron demand it?
Probably.
They even have new molds for the tails.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I forgot they had tails.
They have every appendage.
It's true, including some ones that don't exist.
Also,
Ew.
their like 6-legged horse is pretty cool. I like
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
And even as a thing, it looks like that one guy is plugged into it, as they do.
Yeah, I think that's a cool little feature, I guess.
Since it's so important to the plot, it's cool that they made it happen.
Eh.
There's so
It's
many
cool that Lego made it
at least
happen.
recolored or rare elements here too. It's
Mhm.
really cool actually. I like a lot of these.
Color me
It
impressed.
sold me that Avatar may actually be an interesting Lego theme, even if the movie sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Which
I
it
mean,
will.
it's got a lot going for it already. However, I think it's sort of good and bad that they didn't reveal the rest.
Well, I'm sure the rest will be about movie 2, and this one is about movie
Yeah.
1.
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
This tree and this dragon are like the main points of movie 1.
And the
I don't
horse and these characters.
I don't remember anything about movie 1 to know that.
Well, then you'll have to take our award for it.
I will,
is
because I'm not
movie
watching that
1,
movie
yeah.
again. It was boring.
This is the tree, that they do the thing to put the body in the other body.
And you even see there's a way to wrap the guy's body in the vines.
Right, I forgot. So the whole point of the name Avatar is that the bodies are avatars for the people to inhabit while they're sleeping.
Yeah.
But now that you've put him into it, it basically nullifies the name of the movie, so there's no point to the second movie, so why am I watching it again?
Well, you see, for the Avatar keeps balance between the 4 elements, and we're going on to book 2, water.
I hate everything of what you just said.
It's all true.
It came from a very good show.
So now wait, is the first one air then because he gets the giant dragon bird thing, or is it Earth
Yes.
because they get the rocks?
But I said that exact thing one
I know,
week ago.
I stole it from you as a talking point because I thought we should bring it for the podcast.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I said that around you guys, and I thought it was just a coincidence.
No, we were talking about it. Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, it's a very good question. Whoever thought of that, very good. But I'd have to say
Also,
officially it's air.
Wait, did they say there's going to be 4 more movies or 3? Originally there's 8. I think it's 4.
They say there's
Oh my
4
goodness,
more coming.
stop.
So maybe maybe that one was just not going to be an element, and then they'll have an element in each one. A fire
Next time
movie
it's
might
gotta be
look
water.
cool.
It might. Maybe.
If only M. Night Shyamalan had made them years ago.
Okay, this will probably be better than what M. Night Shyamalan does.
Yeah. You know what's not good about the set?
Hmm.
It's $150.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, no, it's not.
This does not look like $150
I think
worth
they're
of stuff.
From what I can tell, based on like what we're seeing with the prices of newly revealed products, they're putting a much higher tax on new molds.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. I do think like one
Which
thing
is
that
why
would
do you do the
really-
head? Why didn't you cut some of these molds that we didn't need?
Yeah. One thing that I feel would have really sweetened the pot. So this is supposed to be based on the first movie, right? And this is the tree, if I recall correctly, this is the tree where they like transfer the main
Yep,
character's
we just went over
consciousness
that.
into the. Okay, yeah. So why didn't they include the human version of him?
Because
So you could actually do that.
They're evil, Ford.
Oh, I forgot. This is a future story where humans are the real monsters. Oh. Oh. So original.
I mean, no, it literally is the first one. It's just Dances with Wolves, but with aliens.
Yeah, but Dances with Wolves was better.
Yeah, still not great, but maybe better. I don't know. I think I actually might prefer watching Avatar Dances with Wolves. Though Dances with Wolves might be shorter.
Dances with Wolves is 3.5 hours long.
Never
Oof.
mind. Actually, I think I would rather watch Avatar.
I would rather watch Kevin Costner dance around a fire with a bunch of wolves and become a Native American.
Well, you just described Avatar, so.
No, I described Avatar, but 20 years in the past.
It's true. But this does have a better Lego set.
I also kind of described the plot of a book that the movie was based on, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, $150.
I might have liked the original
Hmm.
Avatar better if Lego sets came out then.
Honestly, like, I don't know why there wasn't any marketing of it outside of just the movie.
Well, it didn't need it apparently.
Mhm.
I feel like it did though. Like,
It's
if
the
you wanna
number one
have-
grossing movie of all time, so
Well, I mean, Star Wars didn't need it, but when the toys came out for that,
to be
they
fair,
sold like it was the new version of sliced bread. It
to be
was
fair, I do
amazing.
think, though I don't agree with his vision, I do think James Cameron is doing this purely out of artistic vision.
I don't know what to think anymore.
I mean, he hasn't done
I'm
anything
so-
else for
I'm
13
so-
years.
Like you said, I'm so jaded at this point with everything in entertainment. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Sounds like you need a hard drink.
I had one last week.
Well, more than that.
I don't know. That stuff tasted like gasoline.
Well, that's why, because you don't have very much. I take some whiskey before every podcast.
Heck yeah. I actually have like a 5 podcast streak of doing that I've broken by not doing it
You
tonight.
guys just said
I'm
that
actually-
live.
What? Yeah, I don't. I'm 24
I'm
years
25.
old. Yeah,
All right. Fair enough.
I don't care that
They're
people
breaking
know
no
I have
laws
Fireball
or
whiskeys in my desk
customs.
at home.
Now for me, it's cherry bourbon.
That would be better. Fireball
Yeah.
whiskey is just what I had.
Fireball is pretty good.
Now, if I need to get some more of that apple bourbon I got around Christmas time.
Apple and bourbon are made for each other. So yeah,
You know,
I want some of that.
watching
now.
Avatar, it'd also be probably way better with a lot of bourbon.
That is true. But a lot of movies would be.
It's true. I mean, I don't. I should probably clarify on that point, or a lot of people that are listening. I do drink, but I don't actually drink to inebriate myself while watching
Yes.
movies.
I have never had a hangover in my
Actually,
life.
I've
and I'm
never-
25.
Yeah, I've never experienced no, it is great to take the edge off the day and be able to relax a bit more, but it's never made things more fun than I would be if I was just in a good mood already.
Yeah, and it's never a crutch or abused.
Yeah, I guess that's enough of the PSA. Just there are some people out there that won't quite get that you can enjoy a drink without being
Abusing it.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I will. Okay. Getting back to the set, I will admit it is growing on me.
And I'm definitely not going to buy it, especially not for
Yeah,
150.
it is growing on me.
It's better than it
I'm
has
happy
been.
all these
I
breaks
do
being out there.
think. Yeah, I do think that had they released this, 10 or so years ago when the movie came out, I think it would have sold, right?
Yeah.
it would have had no
probably.
problem.
It might have
'cause
not looked
it
as
was
good
the
back then,
Christmas
though.
thing, right? It wouldn't have looked as good, but the attempt would have been there. I mean, Star Wars sets didn't look as good when they were doing them for the Phantom Menace movie, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but that also moved way more product than Avatar ever did.
It's
But
true.
how do we know? Avatar never had any product.
It did have some toys.
Did it?
They did not do well.
Mhm.
Okay, then.
They actually do better nowadays in the Disneyland.
That's true.
So they do better in exactly one place on the planet.
Yeah, well, the one place that's themed entirely for them.
Yeah.
So they do it in one place on the planet that has everything surrounding it just like it. So you can take something
Just
home
like in the
that.
movie.
Exactly.
But it's not a movie theater. I don't know.
All right. Well, before we,
I don't know.
there's stuff
Movies.
that we're not going to get to in this episode, but I do want to talk about the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Yes!
Yes, the latest Spider-Man set.
It's true, Mace. Now you got to get this.
Mhm.
I was probably going to do that anyway, but
It also is modular with the Daily Bugle, so
that was why I was going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
actually, I hope we get yearly Marvel modulars now.
I will
Well,
say, like,
that
I've
would-
been...
I don't want to go bankrupt, my guy. Maybe bi-yearly.
Yeah,
Well,
I've
was the
been
Daily
wanting to
Bugle
get
last year or the year before?
Yes, the Daily Bugles last year. I've been wanting to get it, for
I
a
haven't
while
built it
now,
yet.
too. But I feel like this is definitely going to take precedence.
I don't know what else
The
they do for
Infinity
Marvel.
War Sanctum Sanctorum is modular too.
It's true, but
To
it's
a
not the same
degree.
size. It's not the same
Yeah.
size as modular.
That's true, but I'll see what I can do to connect all three, because I do have that one too.
Oh, you're gonna try and connect 2 Sanctum Centorums?
Oh, I
Yes.
was just gonna replace that one with this. This is just.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else they could do for a modular at this point, though.
Avengers Mansion and Avengers Tower.
I wish
Baxter
Avengers
Building.
Mansion was more mainstream than it is.
Baxter Building.
Skyscrapers are way harder though. Because think about this.
They already did a skyscraper.
Yes, but that Daily Bugle is nowhere near the height that like the Baxter Building or Stark Tower are.
It's also like 10,000 times more iconic to a non-comic book audience.
I mean, Stark Tower is very iconic.
I mean, compared to the Baxter Building.
Yeah, the Baxter Building is only going to work if Fantastic Four takes off.
Exactly.
Which, do we really think it is?
It
at
could.
This point?
There's always anything can happen, but if they continue on the path they are now, no.
Yeah. I mean, unless they like
it's
course
barely
correct
even in
and they
production
get
at this point.
If they course correct and get a really good cast, then maybe there's a chance. But
yeah, I don't know what else I would love. And I feel like you could actually do an X Mansion. You just have to take a lot of creative liberty with it.
Yeah, there's just too
really
much. Cool. There's too much going on with an X Mansion. Plus, there's so many X-Men. Like, who do you possibly pair with it?
Anyone.
Well,
at this
Wolverine
point
would be there. There'd be Professor X and Cyclops.
Like,
and
what would you define as the core team? Actually, no. Nightcrawler would not be bad because they do have the tailpiece for him.
Yeah.
And Nightcrawler, Storm, Colossus, Wolverine, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Professor X, Angel, Archangel though. I'd rather have that one.
Beast is important.
Yes. But not as a big or anything.
They can do Iceman before they made him not cool.
Yeah, I haven't heard much.
I don't think we need all 5 of the original ones. Like, I think it would be best to branch out a little bit.
Can you give us Mr. Sinister?
Do we say
Apocalypse?
I'm thinking more so. I would personally go by like which ones are featured in the movies because I think that's a good indicator of which ones are in the cultural mind.
Nightcrawler was one of the main characters of the second movie, and he was in the last 2.
Oh, and of course they do Mystique.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
of course.
Oh, and
that
Magneto.
would be such an
easy
easy one.
Getting into the villains like Mystique and Magneto, and those are really the only 2 evil mutants that anyone cares about.
I'm sure they do Juggernaut and maybe Pyro.
Juggernaut would be a perfect one. I mean, people have been wanting a big fig of him for years.
It'd be weird to have a set this big with a big fig. You don't really see that.
But they throw Thanos around. I'm sure they
got a good way to do it now because like now they have the the Thanos fig with the movable head, so you can have him with the helmet. Perfect.
Yeah, it could work.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this set, I guess.
I love it.
It looks pretty cool. I feel like it's a little bit shorter than I would have liked.
Now, the way it disappoints me is the minifig printing.
Oh, printing? Yes. You want to go right and talk about the minifigures because that's the worst part about this set.
Yeah.
Except for Spider-Man, he's got dual molding and dual printing.
Is that a new Spider-Man or is that one we've already got?
The legs are slightly different.
It's a variation of the Homecoming suit that they did before, but the printing is a little bit more modernized. Like the head is the same as the ones from...
Why the Homecoming suit? Because that's never appeared in Sanctum Sanctorum.
It's based on Infinity War when they fought.
I thought. Oh, you're right. He did have it briefly there, didn't he?
He got it before the Iron Spider suit.
Sorry, I was thinking, the Iron Spider. But you're right. He did have it. Is this a new Iron Man, or at least one of the old print? Because it's new helmet. Is that included in the new?
I think it's old print, new helmet with new print.
Okay.
I think the leg print might be slightly different because he does have boot printing too.
Yeah, I think like the arc reactor as well is a tiny little bit different.
It's an updated version, like the Mysterio from the Junior set.
Yeah,
essentially.
Mm-hmm. The Ebony Maw is terrible.
I can't say for sure if he's worse than the original one.
I mean, I'm looking at the original one right now. This is terrible.
Doesn't look awful. I can understand they wanting to redo some of the older figures with the new helmet, though.
Yeah, but the original had leg printing.
This one has leg printing.
He's talking about
Ebony
Ebony
Maw.
Maw.
Oh, sorry. I must have missed. We moved on.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
Yeah, Squidward, it doesn't look great.
No, he doesn't.
No, he does not. No, he does not.
Also, here's a horrible selection.
Right?
Because also, this is an awful selection of minifigures. Why are there only 8?
Yeah, I would have expected much more from this. And this isn't even including the Doctor Strange, which is just the same one as the one from that eyeball monster thing.
Okay, so yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
This isn't the full lineup, but
This
what?
is just the
I believe
new
it's the same one from the
minifigures.
No Way
Yeah.
Home.
Okay, so
It's
this
not
might
the
appear as
same.
the new
So
one.
it's not the same actually. Slightly different.
Not the same Doctor Strange.
So the one in the No Way Home set is more so.
What about in the Doctor Strange set?
So okay, hang on. So the one in the No Way Home set is based more so on his appearance from like the Infinity Saga movies, I guess we're gonna call them. But the one in the Doctor Strange, what was it called? Multiverse of Madness? Yeah, from that movie set, that's got like a different look to his torso. That's the only real difference, just the torso.
Slightly
Okay.
different. Also printing 10 for.
Yeah. And then Wong in this one is a little different, but he looks just not very
This is a
good.
better Wong than we've gotten some others.
Yeah, but they just can't get his hair right.
They couldn't get it right, so they just removed it entirely.
I think that's a better choice than the last couple hairs. Like the one in the
Agreed.
Bricktober pack was still the best Wong, I think.
Mhm.
I have that one.
The Scarlet Witch is fine, but she doesn't have leg printing, which sucks.
Yeah.
It's really bad after we got the collectible minifigure one like a
Yeah.
year ago.
So the one thing I can give this version of the Scarlet Witch is that she has a more updated look to the crown. Right? Like it looks a little bit more defined.
Hmm.
I guess not just solid red. It's got like, like the little intricate details and stuff, which is I guess fine, but I don't really like that mold anyway. I think they should have dual molded it.
That would be hard.
It would be hard, but I mean, we've seen them do almost
Yeah,
the
they
impossible.
could do it. I personally am fine with that mold.
Hmm.
Sinister Strange, I feel, is a weird addition. I still haven't seen Multiverse of Madness, but is he that big a deal?
So
No, he has one scene,
uh,
and
The-
it's a
the thing-
small one.
yeah,
Mordo,
the
I
thing
guess-
about this, the thing about the Sinister Strange is that the other side of his head has a third eye.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Mordo is the one that
We were never
get.
getting a Mordo if he didn't show up here, so
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
And
Should have had
yeah,
leg
Dead
printing.
Strange. Is that from What If, or is he in the movie as well?
Both, technically.
Mhm.
Okay, stupid inclusion.
Yeah, so like they should have just made this the Defender Strange.
I would
Because
have
that outfit looks too cool.
that one, or
not
I
to
would
get
have
a
even
minifig.
liked the Strange from What If better.
Yeah, because I remember like this minifig actually like leaked the week we were all together,
Mm.
and I showed you this, and I'm like, I'm so disappointed in this figure because like they had an opportunity to make this just like have the torso be complete, that doesn't look all damaged or whatever, so you can make this an alive version because that version of him just looks way too cool to just get a one-off scene.
I still haven't seen the movie, so I can't criticize it from that angle. But
Well, yeah, he only gets a one-off scene, but like my point is that like this could be so much better. Ugh.
yeah, it could.
Also, like on the Sinister Strange too. So why didn't you give him the Percival Graves hair? Or something that's a little bit more up your wheelhouse, the Neuro hair.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I actually
Yeah.
thought they were going to, but I'm surprised they didn't.
It would have been a perfect thing to do. Also, how can you not give white sideburns or whatever to the Klaus ponytail thing?
Yeah, don't know.
I know you're capable of doing stuff like that.
Okay, so yeah,
Come
we
on.
have 10 minifigures overall in this set. And I'm trying to compare it to the Daily Bugle, which
9?
has 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 figures.
Ooh, wow.
So hang on. So 24 figures. The thing's like 2.5 feet tall. What's this? in comparison.
This is $50 less than the Daily Bugle.
$50 less. It has like a third.
Has about 1,000 less pieces.
It has like roughly a third of the minifigures and 1,000 less pieces.
It should have had 4 more minifigures.
Yes, I agree. Either 4 more minifigures or better work put into these ones that are included.
I wouldn't even mind if they threw in like a few like Shatari or something, you know, from like that one scene in Endgame or something like that. Or
I mean, well, hang on. Just include 2 more, okay? The ancient one,
yeah,
because you only ever made one, and what's his face? Whoever Mads Mikkelsen played in the first one.
Yeah, that
guy.
Yeah, him.
That guy.
That would have been a cool one to include because you haven't made him yet.
To be fair, he doesn't need one.
That was Mads Mikkelsen? Huh.
Yeah.
Yes. 2016 was the year of the wasted Mads Mikkelsen. Because remember what else came out that year?
No.
Rogue One.
He was in that?
He was.
Oh, yeah, he was the dead father.
Ah.
I told you he was wasted.
Forrest Whitaker was wasted. Man's died in 5 minutes.
The figures leave something to be desired, but the structure is very good.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I am a fan of buildings with 4 walls.
Yeah, me too.
I just
say,
like
the window print kind of bugs me though. It doesn't look quite right.
Yeah, it looked better in the Infinity War set, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same piece, isn't it? You could probably swap them out, couldn't you?
It's different. So the printing on it's the same piece.
That's
but
what I mean.
The printing is
so
different.
You can use
That's
the
what I'm
same.
saying.
You can swap out the same piece for the better print. Is what I mean.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. It's just if you're choosing between this like bronze color to silver on the Infinity War version, I kind of like the bronze color.
I like bronze in theory. It just doesn't.
Yeah,
look bronze
I think
here.
I mean, I don't know. It just
Maybe it
to
looks
me it
better
adds
in
more
person.
definition. Maybe that's the thing. The renders on this really suck.
Why are Legos
Like,
renders so bad lately?
I know it's. I just like all the like occult looking stuff, you know.
It's cool. It's nowhere near the Daily Bugle, and that's
Oh,
something I
no.
always say. Although, so that's an issue with Marvel in general. Is actually they don't have great locations like DC does.
Yeah. They don't have great rogues. Like
Also,
DC
can that
does
like a
usually.
tentacle monster thing, which was in the other Sanctum Sanctorum set, that Lego really likes to utilize that.
So I think this is supposed to actually be the same tentacle monster as the one they released earlier this year.
Huh.
For the same movie.
Was that supposed to also be the same tentacle monster as in that earlier Sanctum Sanctorum set?
No, that one was red. This one's green.
Huh.
Yeah.
But also, in some pictures, this is on the outside. Can you like change where that's coming out?
Yeah. So it
Yeah.
comes with. Okay. I think it comes with 3 different panels that you can like kind of swap around. So there's one where it's like an open portal, then another where it's a portal and the thing is coming out of it, and then another where it's just a solid wall, and on the other side of it, like the outside facing side, it's got like a Captain America exhibit poster or whatever. Just fine. I would have liked a 4th, like a blank wall panel. Because like otherwise you just got like an opening somewhere and then a tentacle monster coming out another one. Maybe, but you don't show it. But then again, they didn't show it with that either. So, yeah. I do like the feature with the doorway.
Yes. That's very fun.
So there's like a changing, like, you know how they do the thing where there's like the doorways that go to the different places on Earth? So they have it where if you adjust the air conditioners, you can change it between like a desert, a mountain, and then like some.
The dark dimension or something.
Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be. So yeah.
There wasn't a lot of instant icon moments in the movie, but this does immediately make you think of that first movie when you see it.
Yeah, and then I think like they don't say so at all, but I think it's like on the ground level. There's a secret compartment where you have to put like the portal thing to get to it, where it has the time stone and what I think is supposed to be the Darkhold. Yeah. So I don't know. There's a lot of really cool little things that I like in this. That are just like it really plays up that whole like occult atmosphere that I like so much from like adventures and adventure stories and stuff like that. Makes me want to get this set.
It's a nice set. Like I support
Yeah.
sets with 4 walls. And this has 4 walls. It checks off all my boxes.
What was
All
the last
4 of them.
4-walled set that you got?
In Jago City Gardens, probably.
That was a year ago.
Maybe. Let me.
Yes,
think.
it was.
Lego
I
doesn't
was
make
there.
a lot of 4-walled sets.
I was there when you bought it.
I know. I'm trying to think if there's any others. But yeah, I think that's it. Because, yeah, that's what I mean. Lego doesn't make a lot of sets with 4 walls.
Sometimes you don't need 4 walls.
They always need 4 walls.
Not
Always. Always. A house without 4 walls is no house at all. It's a stage.
Sometimes it's all you need.
Nope. Nope. I like everything to look good from every angle.
Yeah.
Alright. But I don't have many more comments on this, and we are going overtime here, so... probably not something I would buy. I'd be more likely to get the Daily Bugle, but I do think it's a good addition. It definitely is a Sanctum Sanctorum. And I wouldn't... I like more modular building sets. Building sets are cool.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get the Daily Bugle like all year. I just haven't been able to because like it's just got so much to it, right?
I don't know if I'll ever get around to building it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would
It
get
just means too
that
much.
or this first.
So you mean like you're waiting for the perfect time to build it?
Yes, I can't just build it all willy-nilly.
Do you have 1 or 2 bridge battle sets?
I only have 1 for now.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy the bridge without the minifigures at some point in the future.
I know a lot of people did that to make the full bridge. They should release a cable car set to go with it.
I'm surprised they haven't done anything like that yet.
It's so hard to find that stuff at an affordable rate. I only have the Green Goblin mask at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I need a new one.
Yeah, we
It doesn't
really
necessarily
do.
have to be, like, Spider-Man 1 theme, just a Spider-Man cable car set.
Raimi Legacy sets, please.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't do that. They're going to start asking for web legacy sets. Amazing sets, if you will.
Oh, I would like those too.
Please, give me a lizard. We haven't had a lizard. Yeah, thank you. That would be amazing. I want it.
Okay, now you've sold me. Jeez.
You know, remember there were rumors for a while of the Statue of Liberty set coming out, but it ended up being the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's
that
not
might be
too
next year's
late at
module,
all.
actually.
You know, that's something. Like, why didn't they make this a No Way Home, Multiverse of Madness set?
Probably a product development life cycle.
You could have put in the lizard.
Again,
you could have put in the Sandman.
I'm guessing for one, No Way Home probably had a lot more guarded development around it.
Oh yeah.
And also remember, Doctor Strange was originally supposed to come out before Spider-Man.
True.
Right.
I do know that like all of the toy companies were caught off guard by the introduction of Toby and Andrew. Like they didn't know that they were going to be in it at all when they were making all the merchandise for it. Like I don't even think they were allowed to make the merchandise of the villains.
Yeah, most of them weren't in the trailer. The trailers, for
which
No
is
Way Home
just
were
like
pretty good.
They were.
It's fine for a movie, but for merchandising, it's like now they're just playing catch up. And it's like you had a golden goose. Like all you had to do was let them know, and then in January, boom, everything's there.
I mean, that just goes to show
That's
there
how
are
you
people out there
print
that
money.
care more about art than money.
And Spider-Man might be the only part of the MCU that has any of that left in it.
Right? Yeah, like there's a fine. There's a line that you can draw out to figure all this stuff out. Star Wars made it work back in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah,
but they
it was
also made catching up on Baby Yoda work too.
Remember that first wave of Baby Yoda merchandise? That was rough.
I'm
now he's
living in a
literally
world I no
everywhere.
longer understand.
But no, you can sell stuff later. Like Toby and Andrew popularity won't be going down. The movie's getting a re-release soon, so
Yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah, that's right.
$2 billion, and it never even released
Yeah,
in
but the
China, the second
merchandise-
biggest market.
They're saying that the merchandise for this movie is not going to be for No Way Home. You know, the Toby Andrew related stuff isn't going to be out until like maybe the middle of next year.
I'm sure some
sure
people
they'll
get
do
it out sooner.
fine.
Not
Who
like
knows?
the major action figure stuff. But there's gonna be some stuff.
I don't know.
People cared about the movie because they care about Andrew and Toby like 20 years later. So 2 months later, 1 year later isn't going
I
to
mean,
make
I
people
think
stop
it'll work
caring.
out in the end, but I do think that like you've got a very I don't know, you've got a tight pocket of appeal now, and with the longevity that these movies have, which is not very much, you want to
Spider-Man is
capture.
the exception to that rule. He's the exception.
I don't know. I don't see it. Maybe it's just
You may
me.
not, but the
But,
$2
like,
billion
with
do.
the so let me get my point out. Like with the tight
Castle fans,
Yeah, with the
Spider-Man
tight
fans spend
pocket
money.
of
Yes, we
popularity that
do.
you have now, you've got to capture everything that you can from that now, or else it's
I
just gonna
think
be
them
gone.
caring more about the movie than the money is why people gave this one money,
Mm,
unlike the other ones.
true. I mean, how much money did they pump into the marketing for Eternals, and you can see how that's going for them.
And meanwhile, this one made $2 billion.
Yeah.
$2 billion. Doctor Strange 2 was a hit, and it only made $500 million.
Hey Lego, where's my Top Gun set?
That's $1.5 billion
You've already
more
say
than
that.
Doctor Strange.
I think we might.
1.5
It's a
billion.
very big possibility that we get Top Gun. Wait, no,
But
never
I
mind.
thought Lego didn't do military
Yeah, no, I just
stuff.
thought of that last one because they do have those new. That was one of the things that we missed while we were away. Is that they have officially minifigure now James Bond and Fast and Furious sets.
Right.
True.
But those
Unfortunately-
aren't military
That's what I mean. That's the part I
vehicles.
forgot about. Was the military part. So
Yeah, I actually I saw that DB5. I'm like, I'm getting like 5 of these.
maybe though. Remember, they have done historical military before, and maybe the Top Gun 1 jet is getting to the point. You know,
Kind of. Yeah, but it's
and they even make a point to say in the movie that it's outdated.
it's not outdated. It's vintage.
Exactly. And so also Lego is going to budge on that someday. So maybe
Oh,
it's
definitely.
time. Or maybe they'll
who
swing
knows?
Tom Cruise on a motorcycle.
No. How about this? Put in the jet and the motorcycle. Boom. Easy cash. Put in a volleyball in there, why don't you?
And a football.
Alright, but that's about all the time we have today. As always, be sure to click the links in the description, join us on Vessel, watch us where the ads actually give us revenue and not just YouTube. We got some copyright takedowns lately, so I'm going to be uploading some other stuff over on Vessel. Also, Discord server there for all updates on our stuff and good Lego discussion.
Don't you mean Rumble?
Sorry, Rumble. Vessel is the
Vessel
old
hasn't
thing.
been a thing for a while.
Yeah, you're right. It's getting
That's
late.
okay.
It's a
Shake it up.
long day.
Yeah, Rumble. The link is still there. You'll find the stuff if you're smart. And also, follow us on Twitter. We have been posting stuff there, and I also been posting stuff on my personal Twitter account again. So be sure to join and follow us there. And as always, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, click that share button, as that's what YouTube likes most these days. So, for Ford, Mace, and myself, LQ, we thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.